Hey guys, it's Miri V and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be talking about how you can tell when your hair is healthy. So I've narrowed it down to 4 easy ways that you can tell that your hair is healthy. This goes for all those girls and guys that are transitioning, because I know when I was transitioning I had no idea if my hair was healthy. Like I was like, I'm transitioning for a while now. Is my hair now healthy? Is it now right? Like what else is there that I can do to tell if my hair is healthy? Like I don't know, like I've been doing so many things and well, today I'm going to answer that question for you guys. So like I said, I've narrowed it down to 4 easy ways that you can tell when you are kind of done with transitioning. Okay, so the first way to tell if your hair is healthy is your hair doesn't break off as much as it used to. This does not mean that shedding is bad. So there is a very big difference between shedding and hair breakage. So when you're shedding, this is very normal, and this normally happens when you comb your hair about once a week. So I recommend detangling your hair every wash day, which is what most people do. So when you detangle and you see those hairs on your comb or on, like, I mean, even when you just finger detangling, normally you'll see some hair coming out. That is not normally breakage, that is normally shedding of hair. And you can kind of eyeball it, because every time you comb your hair out you will notice, okay, this is the normal amount of hair that usually comes out when I comb my hair. But if it tends to be like a lot of hair, then you can kind of feel like, okay, this might be breakage and that your hair is not in a healthy state. Another way that you can tell if the hair that is coming out is breakage or due to shedding is you can actually look at the strand. So when you look at the strand, you will see that if it came out of the root, like if it came out of the root, you'll see that there's kind of like, it's almost like a, how do I explain this? It's like a white film almost at the end, at the root. So that's how you know that there was shedding and not breakage. Breakage is when you'll get a strand of hair that snaps off at any point in the hair, and that means that your hair is either damaged or it's just lacking moisture or it's lacking protein and there's no strength in your hair, so that causes your hair to break. So one way that you can avoid this and how you can get better at making your hair healthy and avoiding breakage is to keep your hair moisturized. Number 1, always number 1. And number 2 is to make sure that your hair has enough protein. Emphasis on enough protein. So just make sure that you do your research when it comes to getting protein treatments on your hair. If you're protein sensitive, it's important to find out if you are, so that you don't just end up putting anything on your hair and then you end up doing more damage than good. The second way to tell if your hair is healthy is that you experience shrinkage. So this is kind of like, it's a very weird thing that people don't like shrinkage. After I found out that shrinkage actually means healthy hair, I love shrinkage. So if I see shrinkage, I'm like, yes girl. Even though it does bum me out because I can't actually tell how long my hair is, even though I know my hair is growing. People constantly think that I'm cutting my hair, but I'm just like, no guys, like this is shrinkage. It's just there, it's not going anywhere, because yeah. So it can be quite a struggle, especially when you want your hair to grow. Like for example, when I was transitioning, my hair stayed the same length, guys, for the longest time, and actually it got shorter. It got shorter because remember when I started off, my hair was damaged, and as I started transitioning, and I mean I cut off really small pieces, but as soon as I stopped cutting it off and I realized, okay, my hair is now getting into, you know, starting to curl, starting to look good, my hair started shrinking, and I was just like, what is going on? Why is my hair not growing? Why is my length not showing? It was kind of discouraging, but when I found out that it means healthy, I was ecstatic and I was very excited, because this meant that my hair was slowly getting to where I wanted it to be, and also my curls started to pop, and that just for me was like, it's like, I'm here, I made it, thank you. So that is definitely a good way, one of the easiest ways to tell if your hair is healthy. So on that note, with shrinkage comes the third way to tell if your hair is healthy, and that is your hair shows characteristics of elasticity. So what is elasticity? Elasticity is the hair's ability to just bounce back from anything that you put it through. So this means like if you do any manipulation styles, especially when it comes to stretching, and when it comes to stretching your hair, or even just like braiding your hair, even just combing your hair, and your hair has the ability to just bounce back into the curl, which is like kind of like just like pulling on it and it like bounces back, girl, your hair is healthy. So I really love this, because once my hair reached a really healthy state, I do sometimes use heat on my hair when I just feel like it. My hair became healthy. It made me really excited, because when I would straighten my hair or when I would blow out my hair, knowing that my curls would just bounce back gave me so much peace of mind. Like, you won't believe the first time I blow dried my hair after like a while of transitioning. I was so scared. Like, I was scared out of my mind that my hair is just going to lose all its curls and I'm going to have to start all over again, and it was so stressful. So make sure that your hair is in a healthy state before you start doing like very drastic manipulations on your hair, so that you know you have the peace of mind and you can just go back and, you know, do it and do whatever your hair want with your hair and rock your hair, and everything will be fine in the world. Just make sure that you don't do it obviously too much, because otherwise you're just going backwards and that's not smart, and you know, blah 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 blah. That yeah, we don't want to go there. So that brings us to the fourth and final easy way to tell if your hair is healthy. Can you guess what it is? Can you? Well, number 4 is your hair is able to hold moisture, and this is such a cool thing. It's definitely something that takes time to learn with your hair, especially because you have different types of porosities, and doesn't mean that if your hair isn't, like, for example, I am high porosity, my hair naturally struggles to hold moisture in, so I have to lock in the moisture. So on the opposite end, which is low porosity, you struggle to get moisture into your hair. That doesn't mean that low porosity hair is unhealthy compared to high porosity. It just depends on the technique that you use and the regimen that you use, and that's why knowing your porosity is so important, because you need to know how to keep that moisture in your hair. But when your hair is readily and able to hold moisture, you will see that it becomes easier for your hair to hold moisture, and that means that your hair is getting healthy. When you're doing your hair regimen consistently and you have figured it out, you know what your hair loves, you know how your hair reacts, and your styles actually come out in a desired way. I won't say every time, because there are definitely days where your hair won't act the way you want it to, but most of the time you are doing a style and it comes out the way that you want it to come out, or that you expect it to come out, then your hair is able to hold moisture, and the products that you are feeding your hair is exactly what it needs. And yeah, that's basically your hair telling you that I am able to do the things, I am healthy, and I am ready to be popping for you. So that's basically the 4 ways that you can tell if your hair is in a healthy state. I know this was very difficult for me, not knowing when I was done transitioning. I was like, am I still transitioning? Like, the other day I was like, maybe I'm still transitioning. Like, am I really? I don't know. How do I know? So yeah, I hope that this video helped you guys, and I hope that you enjoyed it. So please don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, you know, the huge. I mean, if you are watching and you aren't subscribed yet, like what are you doing? What? And then the last one is leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you agree with what I'm saying, or if you have experienced any of these signs to tell you that your hair is getting out. Or if you haven't, my DMs are always open on Instagram. You can ask me anything and I will try my best to help you out. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.